Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Minnesota RØKKR co-stream. I've got a new guest on with me. My name is Ashley, aka MiDNiTE, and I've got today with me Shannon, aka Nesbeef. And for those of you guys that don't know, if you guys watch the Rotation podcast every Tuesday night, 7:30 Central, by the way, live on the YouTube, this is producer Shannon. This is who's always putting the show together, making it pop off right. She helps keep us organized. Literally, the podcast would not happen without producer Shannon. So shout out to you, Shannon. And I'm so happy to have you on the co-stream with me today. I'm so hyped for the match.
Right on. Yeah, thanks for having me. I'm super hyped to be on. Finally get to put a face to the name, I suppose. And yeah, I don't have an icon brain, but I'll do my best.
That's okay. I think maybe both of our brains combined together could maybe get to the analytical mind of Icon. Icon is out on vacation this week. What a weird week to go on vacation, Icon. Jeez. During the first land back? Come on. How could you miss it? Nah, but shout out to Icon. He deserves a vacation. Dude, the match today, I mean, honestly, I'm shook. So we've already had 3. It is only Thursday. Like, the major events are always crazy. We just saw an absolutely insane 3-0 by Dallas on the main stage of Optic. And I mean, you know, from the podcast, I was looking so forward to that match. I thought it was going to be so great, climactic. And then here we are, just... it's already time for the RØKKR match. Maybe that's a good look, right? If it just gets us to our match faster.
Hey, I'll take it. But yeah, we were anticipating such like a back and forth heavy match, and kind of just went out with a whisper there.
So. Yeah, I mean, it went so quick. Yo, Jonathan in the chat says, we stand Shannon. Yes, we absolutely do. Like I said, Shannon makes it all go. She's keeping track of all the predictions. She's doing everything for the Rotation podcast. And I don't know, I'm excited to have you in the co-stream. It's kind of crazy because, like, before you worked here, were you, like, in the esports? Did you follow CDL? Were you kind of came from the outside looking in, and now, like, you've, like, maybe it's just from doing the podcast every week with us, but you've, like, grown your Call of Duty knowledge so much so fast. Like, literally the fastest I've seen.
Dude, thank you. Honestly, the podcast helped. Yeah, I came from like the radio world, and I had my toe in, but then I started doing the podcast with y'all, and my brain was cracked open and all the knowledge started pouring in. So I'm in deep now.
Well, yeah, and it's so fun, like, once you start really, like, getting into it and understanding, like, not only the team histories, right? I mean, RØKKR is such a new brand and organization, but then we have such storied players on our roster. You've got Attach, who's been around for such a long time, Call of Duty world champion. You got Priest, you got Major Maniac playing on FaZe and 100 Thieves as it was. And then, I mean, obviously... it's crazy to watch Standy come on board and just fire away. And this will be literally the first RØKKR match, guys, that we have seen since, I don't know, February of 2020 when COVID hit. I'm so excited. Shannon, scale 1 to 10. Nah, scale 1 to 1,000. What's your hype level for the RØKKR match right now? Like, return to land, where are you at? 1,000?
5,000.
I'm at 9,000.
Yes, let's go.
If it's out of 1,000, I'm at 9,000. So we could take a okay. They're showing the bracket. That's nice. We're up in the winners bracket. We are going up against New York Subliners, which obviously they've been like kind of streaky here and there, you know, this year. But I would say overall, like especially lately, they've been looking fire. But unfortunately for them, Asim stuck in Canada. I'm not sure what the issue is. Maybe some sort of visa COVID restriction. I have no idea. I don't know his life, but unfortunately Asim won't be joining NYSL down in Dallas, and they've got a fill-in, Decimate, who played on Seattle Surge for a little bit earlier this year. So I don't know, for one match, and then just like rage quitted, I guess. I'm not sure. So now, I mean, I would want to, if I was gonna pick to have our first match back on land, I think having it against NYSL is really good, and it sucks a little bit to like not play them at their full final like lineup, but I'll take it because we need those points, baby, and we need to go on in the bracket. So I guess like from your POV, Shannon, looking at the boys, following their journey all this year, what do you think it means to like transition onto land? And do you think that's going to like bring the energy back, the hype back into everything?
Yeah, I think so. We were talking about the players on our team are, besides Standy, like season land players. But then Landy has won a land before, right? But not in the pro league. So I'm excited. I think going on to land gives us the juice. And I'm stoked to see what kind of energy we bring out today.
I think so too. Yeah, it's going to be like, I think it's good that Standy's on this RØKKR lineup with such experienced players. I mean, obviously, Prisa and MiDNiTE, like they've won LAN events before. Attach, obviously, like I mentioned, Call of Duty champion. Attach literally won COD champs in Advanced Warfare 2015. I think it was his rookie season. Or no, I think Ghost was his rookie season, but he was like literally 18, 19 when he won COD champs. Standy's 20. So Attach actually has Standy beat in his Call of Duty careers. Let's see if he could catch up and just win a chip. I think it being back on LAN, it's always been kind of this mental thing we've all been going against for almost a year and a half now of like, a gunfight doesn't go your way, or the series is kind of weird, the ping's not perfect. Oh, when we're on LAN, we're going to see. And we're seeing, right? We just saw Optic get 3-0'd after talking up, back on LAN. That was crazy. I wasn't expecting that. So
yeah, that's gotta hurt.
Yeah. I'm scared, bro. I mean, it's so nerve-wracking. I think LAN makes everything more nerve-wracking because the connection is so much more consistent. But what I've been hearing, like, and just kind of witnessing in the matches so far, is that the AR, the Krig and everything is really, really tough, like tougher than it is online, in a good way, like for the AR players. And if you're looking at our squad, a lot of people when the squad came out, they were like, hey, they're going to be kind of slow. Or like, you got MiDNiTE, who's an AR, Priest to switch to an AR. I think it could be nasty. If this pacing suits our playstyles, we could be in for a good night. Knock on wood, of course. We gotta do it. I'm nervous to see what's gonna happen though. Wow, look at the stage. Check that out, dude. It looks so cool. RØKKR on the main stage finally after all this time, dude. Shannon, you did an amazing job here getting the map records together. How about we could talk about, I'll tell you what the maps are. You as in the viewers, not Shannon, she already knows. I'll tell you guys what the maps are going to be. And then Shannon, do you want to like just talk a little bit about like the record discrepancies there? So first up, the first map we're going to play, guys, is one that I think RØKKR's looked pretty dang decent on lately. And that's Hardpoint Garrison. Then we're going to go over to Search and Destroy on Raid. Control on Garrison, which also, a little shaky here and there, but pretty good on that map. And then Hardpoint Checkmate. And then if it goes to it, which hopefully it doesn't, Express, Search, and Destroy. So tell us a little bit about like the records head-to-head not head-to-head, sorry, the records on these maps for these teams this season.
So overall, for Hardpoint Garrison, we have been looking really good, although we're 4-7 for the season. New York is at 8-3. So they've kind of got an edge on us on that map. S&D Raid, pretty evenly matched here. We're 3-4 for the season. New York is at 2-3. So I'm confident with us going into that one. Control Garrison, we've been looking great on. We're 6-3 for the season. New York's at 3-4. So let's go. And Hardpoint Checkmate, we're at 3-5. New York is at 9-4 for Hardpoint Checkmate. I'm interested on what the vetoes were for these. And Express S&D, we're at 1-4. New York is at 6-4. So we have a bit of an uphill battle with these maps.
Yeah, Express S&D is terrifying. We have not played it in quite a while. I don't think we've played it since MiDNiTE came back into the lineup. So maybe it'll be a little bit different. But I mean, yeah, speaking to the vetoes, I don't have them written down here, but just looking at this, it looks like Hardpoint Garrison was our pick, being that Hardpoint Checkmate is super strong for New York. So I'm guessing Hardpoint Garrison was our pick, which I think would put New York Subliners on the good side to spawn. So we're, going to be starting tough on that map. But yeah, we are 4-7 on it. And really our Hardpoint records, I think all season are kind of skewed because we started off, up until like 2 or 3 weeks ago, we were literally the worst Hardpoint team in the league. So like all the hardpoint stats are going to look kind of rough right now. I do think we've turned the page a little bit. You know, it's a new chapter. We're doing a little better. So if we could take one of these hardpoints, and hopefully it is that first one, we're in a really good space. Because, like, Shannon, you look at the first, like, 3 maps of this series, Search and Surround Raid, hey, it's obviously our pick, because they definitely picked Express S&D for that last map. And then Control Garrison, what we've done a really good job of, I think, is, you know, we're so strong on Control Raid, all freaking, look at the stage, baby, let's go, Shannon, yeah, look at it. That looks so cool. Oh my God,
I love to see it.
Dude, I'm so excited for, like, the first land where we can actually, like, be there, though. I'm about to lose my voice when I go. It's gonna be crazy. We're turning up. But no, so like what I was saying, we were so strong on Control on Raid, and now teams kept vetoing that against us, though. So now we've expanded our map pool. We were 6-3 on Garrison, like you said, and Control Garrison's kind of turned into that, like, second strong control map. It's not an automatic win, obviously. You still have to play it and, you know, make sure you do the right things. But to have 2 really strong control maps, I don't know. I'm just looking at the first 3 maps of the series here, and I'm not going to say we got to win all 3 to win the whole thing, but you got to come out strong in this series. And I think it's possible. What do you think? Like, let's place bets. Well, not bets. We're not going to bet on anything, but, like, if you're looking at the lineup, who are you kind of, like, expecting to or hoping, like, absolutely goes off on the squad to help us secure a win? Like, who's kind of like your X factor?
I think it's going to be Mike. I think it's going to be Major Maniac. You know, he's back, like he said in Saga, Revenge Tour, baby. He's got a lot to prove. And I think everyone is just really ready to get on land. It seems like Major Maniac has been that, like, strong voice in the squad recently. So yeah, I think he's going to snap and pop off. Also, like, Priesta's the dark horse, right? I think he's going to go off as well.
Yeah, you look at, I mean, whenever Priest is doing well, and if everyone else is just, like, doing what they're supposed to do and hanging in and doing their role, like, if Priest is going off, it's so hard to stop us, especially when Attach is going off as well. And kind of like I mentioned, I mean, I don't know, we're like 3 matches into LAN. It's going to be a long weekend. Hey, look at the guys arriving. Let's rate the fits. Okay, Clay with the yellow Subliners t-shirt. That's actually kind of fire. Good for them. Okay, Mac coming in inconspicuous, vibing. Asim, sad, no. I feel so bad, man. That would,
right. Oh,
man, just teleport. You could do it. Just, I don't know. I feel bad. Like I said,
teleport.
I would rather play New York at their fullest, like, capability. But I'm not mad that we have to play them without Asim, because Asim's been nasty.
Yeah.
But like, back to what we were talking about, kind of like X Factor players, with LAN being shown so far as being pretty strong for AR players, maybe this is one where you see Priesta just absolutely go off. I don't know. I'm nervous. Do you have, like, and Chad, I would love to hear your predictions as well, but do you have, like, a prediction for the match? I believe on the podcast I predicted 3-2 RØKKR. I literally never predict against RØKKR, and Shannon, it's okay if you're going to.
I'm not going to.
Right, okay.
I think my prediction is RØKKR 3-1. I think if we can we can secure that first map, I would even say 3-0, but I think we could come out and 3-1 just if we can get a grasp early here.
Yeah, I think so too. And now, after seeing what the actual maps are, my 3-2 prediction that I said on the podcast, I'm like, it's hard to win Express S&D if you haven't played it very often lately. You've looked rough on it in the past. That's not to say that the guys can't grind S&D and their strats and really come with a new approach at this major, but I would feel much safer if we just have a real strong start and if your prediction comes true. We got some predictions in the chat. 3-1 RØKKR, 3-2 or 3-1 RØKKR. I got RØKKR 3-1 win, 3-2 RØKKR. Hey, everyone's got our same prediction. Shannon, let's go. Let's freaking go.
That big brain.
I'm nervous though, and here's why. Clayster. I've been watching competitive Call of Duty since 2010. Weird flex, I know. But I first saw Clayster in Black Ops 2 2013 on some of the very maps we're about to watch. He had a ponytail and he was screaming on main stage. Like, you think he's hype in the CDL cams? He is so hype on LAN, and I'm sure it's been possibly dampened by having this last minute team adjustment while playing with a sub, but Clayster on LAN is something to be feared. And so if I'm looking at like my biggest fear for this match, it's Clayster clutching up. But hey, you never know. I mean, maybe Landy's the move. You don't know.
Man, yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see Clay bring the fire.
But not too much, right? Like,
not against.
Yeah, like maybe he's upset that he's losing. That's the fire I'm trying to see. And then I want to see them make a Clayster Fire losers bracket run. Come on, let's try to make it happen. I'm ahead of myself, but yeah. So a lot of people, mention the LAN experience of the rookie players. You have like your insights of the world. Even people made a big thing about Awakening last year on Florida. Look at the boys. Oh, they got the white jerseys on. Cute.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. I wonder if they like have to choose white or purple. We should maybe know that.
I think it's based on
like home and away, like A team, B team. Yeah, maybe like NYSL got the dark choose. Either way, look at Standy. That man's about to be locked in. I mean, we just had Coach Saints on the podcast this past week, and I thought he had like made a lot of really good points about Eli or Standy plays with a lot of confidence. And so it's always, you never really know how someone's going to step up to the occasion or not, but I think if he's a pretty confident kid, especially for how old he is, like I think he's going to bring the fire. And like I mentioned, or I think you might have mentioned this, Standy has actually won on LAN before. It was at the launch event weekend here in Minnesota. Weird how things work out, right? But he actually like got first in the amateur bracket tournament that was that weekend on LAN. Now, obviously, it's not on main stage. There's not crazy bright lights. But he at least like doesn't crumble when the pressure's on and there's people standing across from you yelling after they get a 2-piece. So the more we're talking about it, I'm getting kind of nervous.
Yeah, he's got a lot to prove today too. People have been talking, so I know that he's gonna come out again with some fire. He's definitely got something to prove today.
Did you see his tweet earlier today? He's kind of trolling a little bit. It was so funny, dude. Well, let me go read what he says. Where'd it go? Standy's Twitter. Standy with 3 A's on Twitter. Let's go.
Andy, let's get this boy verified.
Standy, aka Landy. He said, where did it go? Did he delete? Oh no, he said 6 hours ago, probably after practicing on LAN. He says, does anyone know how to stop getting joked on LAN? Please help. And so, like, I think he's kind of, I don't know, maybe I'm reading too far into it, but maybe he's kind of like poking fun at all the people that say, oh, he's so inexperienced, or oh, he's this and that. Hey, totally. Man, I think we'll see. We're about to find out, I guess. Okay, I know I've come up with some kind of like LAN nicknames, and I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit. I got Landy. I'm trying to think of another one, maybe. Lansta? Pre-LAN? I'm not sure.
Lansta, I think, is
Lansta's
close to.
Yeah.
Attached, we can do Dylan. I like Dylan.
Oh, Dylan attached. That's yeah. I was saying Lantach, but that sounds way cooler. And then I don't know how else you do Major Maniacs. I think you got to do Major Laniac. Like that's
what it's got to be.
Yo, and Matt. Okay. I'm gonna say something crazy. This is nuts. If somehow, knock on wood, no like jinxing juju, but if RØKKR is able to win this LAN, all the hype going up to this LAN, I've been giving them LAN nicknames. I'm going to buy RØKKR jerseys with their LAN nicknames. I will buy a Landy jersey and I will frame it and put it by my desk in the version 1 Minnesota RØKKR HQ.
Let's do it.
Hey, you gotta do it. Sometimes you gotta take the meme all the way.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, Minnesota RØKKR in the chat said Priesteria Network. Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, that's cool. Okay, that's cool. Wandy with a W. That's amazing, dude. Don't underestimate the kid. He's a monster. I hope so, man. Yeah. I don't know. I'm more just nervous that every time, like, I know it's not normal, I don't think, for me to get this nervous for it. But do you get really nervous before we play? Like, we're staff, right? Like, I'm not playing, I'm not coaching. I just want him to win so bad. I know he deserves it.
Nervous. I get like, extremely nervous.
And especially like on such a big weekend. I mean, one thing that was actually really good news for us, and not to like, you know, celebrate another team's downfall, but LA Thieves had a weird complication today with like some COVID testing or whatever was going on there. Sorry, not attached. Hook was unable to make the stage today. He was unable to go to the event, and they had to play with a pickup last minute, and it was just kind of crazy. Like LA Thieves is already out of the tournament thanks to LAG, which, I mean, I swear I remember saying it was going to go to game 5, but I definitely predicted LA Thieves to win, and the fact that they did not means we, RØKKR, I believe, are only 10 points behind them now, if that's right. Maybe that's right. Yeah, we do our research here for sure. It's right.
Oh, yeah.
But I think, and I'm not sure exactly how this works. Maybe I should know this. I think just by being in the winner's bracket and having gotten top 3 in our group gives us some points already. So it's not confirmed. Listen, it's a MiDNiTE stat. All right, I might be wrong, but we may already be tied or passing LA Thieves. And certainly if we were able to win this match, we would get 10 points and be at least tied or pass them, which would be cool. But hey, I'm getting ahead of myself again. Knock on wood, no jinx. Ooh, they're comparing Hydra and Standy. Yeesh.
If we lose, even if we lose out, like even if we lose every match, we'll leave tied with LA Thieves. So even if we win one in this tournament, we're gonna pass them. But regardless of the outcome, which is like obviously not gonna happen, we are gonna end at least tied, but we will probably jump into 6th. So
let's go. I hope so, man. I hope so. Yo, leave it to producer Shannon. You help get all the images and everything for the podcast. You keep everything straight. I just show up and talk nonsense. You get everything ready for us every week. Look at him. They're locking in on him, really. They haven't really shown anyone else on RØKKR. They are like
everyone wants to know right now? What Standy's gonna do.
He's making his classes. He's like, I'm about to destroy.
Yeah,
Yo, that's what he just said. Did you see that? That's what he said. I'm just kidding. I don't know what he said. Yo, what's up, Brett Diamond? Brett Diamond is on the scene at the LAN event. Brett, what's it like? Are you able to be in the venue screaming during the match? Do they allow that? And if they do, I wish I would have went.
We'll be screaming here muted, so.
Yes, we will be. You won't hear us. And if you guys aren't familiar, I mean, I think we see a lot of the like same usual suspects here at the co-stream, but if you don't know how it works, we're here to just kind of host it, hang out, vibe out, chat stats, chat, you know, how the match is going. You will be able to see the full match, you know, the full feed, everything, but you will just see us, you know, joining you between the maps, before the game, and then after. So it's a fun time, man. It's chill. Yo, Philadelphia's in the chat. Princess Goose. We love Shannon. Yes, we do. Hey. She does the most. Yeah, Brett Diamond's the on-scene correspondent. Any quotes from the players, Brett, before they took the stage? Just kidding. He's probably letting them lock in. I think like one of the things that LAN really brings to the table is just, I mean, I know like there wasn't a ton of travel routine, obviously, especially for RØKKR and like Subliners, because I believe most of those players are already based in Dallas. But still, like the going to the event and like you're not in your normal space. Like it's not just like, you know, we have our guys just all playing together from the same room, and they kind of, you know, they wake up, they do their thing, and they go in that room and they play their match. But you actually got to go to the venue. You got to get ready. You got to bring your snacks. Hopefully they got some bananas or something. And it's like a completely different atmosphere before the game that you really like, it forces you to lock into. So I don't know, that plus the, you know, the stability of the connection and the best possible connection between the teams, that just makes LANs so good.
I'm so excited. Even playing field. Let's go.
I know, and we've all been kind of waiting for it. I was just gonna, this is so obvious, and I should have even said it before, but like this is our first chance to see this iteration of Minnesota RØKKR on LAN, because last year we had a completely different lineup. So like this is our first chance to really see what the hell's up. Ooh. We already did predictions, and sometimes, I don't know if you noticed this, Shannon, but on the co-stream I ask Icon, who do you think is going to get the first blood? So we're going into hard points. Could be hard point on Garrison. I'm picturing where P1 is. And I'm wondering, who do you think is going to get first blood in the match?
I mean, I gotta say Clayster. I don't know. I feel like
betrayal.
I know. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I mean,
he is nasty.
I said what I said.
I could picture
that. I don't know. What's your take?
I gotta think about it. I think. Brett Diamond, on-scene correspondent, has said, New York Subliners just left the stage, so it doesn't seem like we're starting soon. Oh man, maybe there's some kind of error, like LAN error. Listen, if there's anyone that can fill time, it's me and Shannon. Let's freaking go, baby. We could talk about anything. We'll still probably talk about RØKKR, but yeah, we could go. Yo, what if we just go like deep on the podcast, start talking about like Call of Duty fundamentals, the meaning of life, all of that.
Let's really get into it.
If we have to go there, we will. Jeez, what these highlights we're watching? I don't want to watch this. FaZe beating us. I hurt my feelings. It was crazy though. That FaZe match, like, that really showed me something, I think.
Yeah, I actually, even though we lost, I felt really good watching that series. Like, I felt really good. I think that we came in and we stood our ground excellently. And like leaving that match, I felt nice. I didn't feel terrible. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it never feels good to win or lose. So,
yeah.
Wow, I can tell I was bad at sports. It never feels good to lose ever. But I mean, I said it on the podcast and just kind of going up to the weekend. Like last weekend was a huge benchmark weekend for RØKKR. We played all our group matches up until then, and then we had to play LA Thieves and FaZe to get a spot in the winners bracket for this weekend. And so the LA Thieves match, I mean, it couldn't have been closer. We both had blowout maps, but then we also both had really close maps, and then we inched out the win in a round 11 search and destroy. It was insane. What was it? Wait, do you remember your reaction? Like, I know you're working, you're covering things that day, but like, what was your reaction to the round 11 dub versus LA Thieves?
It was probably this.
Yeah, same. Basically same.
Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Typically, I'm like clipping for the matches, so I'll be like super tense until the last minute, and then as soon as it's over, I'm just like, what happened?
What is going on? How could they? I just feel like it's so indicative of our whole season that like we get so close in so many matchups, and that one for me was just, oh yeah, I don't even see any players on the stage. Match will begin shortly. Come on, fix it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just too excited. They just want to give us more suspense because the match before ours was so fast. They're like, hey, let's wait a minute.
Let's draw this out a little bit.
Milk it, dude. No, but yeah, so I want to say I was surprised, but I was just really glad to finally see like in those clutch moments the team actually like was able to like finish it out, clutch up. And I mean, you could even argue too, if they were to have clutched up in that map 1 versus FaZe, you know, that may have been the series right there. It could have been the difference between a win and a loss. So like, yeah, last weekend was the big benchmark weekend, so we could see how we stack up against the other best teams in our group. I think LA Thieves and, you know, FaZe and obviously Optic were really, really solid in our group. But with LA Thieves, we beat them, and then we actually looked pretty nasty against FaZe, right? Like, we didn't win, all right? It was still a 3-1, and that hurts. But, like, they were close, contested matches, and I think that's, like, it's kind of a relief a little bit when you're going into a big, big weekend like this. Like, if you were to have played last weekend and just got dumped on, like, that does a lot. I think it's, I'd love to, like, maybe talk with, like, a esports psychologist. Is that a thing yet? But, like, the psychology behind that and seeing, you know, if that can really swing them some momentum for LAN, I think that's dope.
Yeah, you brought this up on the show too, the idea of like esports psychology, thinking about, okay, what causes a throw? Is this something that we can measure? I think that's really fascinating.
Same, because like even when I was back in the day playing League play, I would tilt and like, I mean, I don't know how the pros do it. I literally don't, because when I get sweaty playing in my stream setup, trying to make sure I rotate on time. But these guys are playing, you know, for $100,000 sometimes on stage. Now, I mean, yeah, back on LAN, it's just added pressure. Brandon in the chat says, of course we get technical difficulties. I know, man. They want this is for ratings, man. They want more viewership, get the intensity up. Oh, we can actually see the vetoes here. So interesting. Not Seattle, Subliners vetoed Raid. We vetoed Moscow. Thank God. We've been playing so much of that lately. We vetoed Standoff, which makes a ton of sense to me. And then I'm not gonna lie, Shannon, I didn't see the other ones. I didn't read that fast.
No, yeah, it was quick. we started looking a little bit too late, yeah.
Yeah, we tried. Yo, Princess Goose in the chat. Oh, shout out to the producer, Brandon. Let's go.
Brandon coming through.
Shout out Brandon LVT Productions. Yo, so yeah, we vetoed Standoff, obvious. They vetoed Miami, obvious. And that left us with, I mean, I think Raid is probably our pick, and then Express is, God, I just really hope we don't go to that map. I don't feel very confident there. And then Control, they vetoed Raid, of course. And then we vetoed Checkmate. Yeah, I think this is like pretty standard. It's kind of what I would expect. I do think these first 3 maps, though, are really geared more towards us. Like, those are the maps you kind of need to win when you're off the rip like that, in my opinion.
Yeah. How do you feel about Hardpoint on Checkmate?
Terrified. We haven't been good on it recently. Like, we looked pretty good on it before when we had Lamar. I think Lamar, and I think that we were playing it pretty fundamentally sound, but I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like the last few times we played it, it was a struggle fest or we got beat. But it's very much so like one of Subliner's best maps, which is pretty terrifying. So
let's get a 3-0, guys.
Yeah, let's go. Come on, 3-0 or 3-1. Or yeah, I feel too. Does it have to be a 3-1? I don't know. You never know. It's LAN, so who knows? Maybe everything's out the window because like the game plays a little different. I mean, the players have said like the game kind of slows down on LAN. When you're playing online, a lot of players will play with a ton more confidence, and so. Yep. And so then that's how like you can just see if they're playing on LAN, it's a little bit slower. It's a little bit more like you're picking your shots because if you're online, you're just ignorantly challenging everything. Kind of goes crazy. So Princess Goose in the chat helping us out in the downtime. What did you guys have for dinner? What'd you have for dinner, Shannon? What do you like? Beef?
Beef? Yeah, I eat beef Wellington for every meal.
A beef Wellington at all times?
Always. I didn't have dinner.
Yo, same. Why?
I'm having hunger for dinner.
Same. No, I had a water earlier today. I think it's because I had a big lunch. I had a really big salad and a baguette, and that I think it's the baguette sitting like a rock in my stomach. So I feel good, but I'm not hungry. But I had a big lunch. So yeah, a salad and a baguette. What did you eat for breakfast? Meal. Did you eat breakfast at least?
I had taquitos for breakfast.
Perfect. So you had dinner for breakfast. You had dinner.
I had dinner. Yeah.
Wait,
true.
Is it a breakfast? What is it? A breakfast taquito?
No.
Did they make those? Because that sounds fire. Could you imagine?
I bet you they do.
They should. I love breakfast anything. I could eat breakfast any meal of the day.
Oh, yeah. I live on waffles. Oh, back when quarantine first started last year, I went through a phase where I ate waffles twice a day for like a month straight. Because they're excellent. I mean, prove me wrong.
What do you have? Is it like a special kind of waffle, or is it like you got like an Eggo waffle? You get like a Belgian waffle? What do you do?
I was making Belgian waffles.
Nice. Dude, you're fancy.
Yeah. I was just in it. It was a box. It was from the box.
That's okay though. Hey, who has time to make them homemade? Not me. Although I don't know. I like making breakfast though. I don't like making a lot of my other meals, but I love making breakfast. I love just like putting on some oldies, frying up some eggs. That's just the move for me.
That sounds like the perfect way to like get the morning started. What kind of eggs? How do you do your eggs?
Over easy, and I want green tea. And sometimes I'll do turkey sausage. But lately, I've been doing scrambled eggs because they're a little better for you. Bro, have you ever had egg whites out of a carton?
We used to do like the whole egg out of the carton, but not just the whites.
What? Okay. I am a 31-year-old lady, and I didn't know about egg whites in a carton until last year. And I was too
Oh,
afraid to
man.
try them because I was intimidated. I was like, ew, it's already cracked. Like, you know what I mean?
I mean,
Craig-
it feels weird.
Yeah, well, it looks weird and it's a weird vibe. But, and sorry, we've devolved so far from Call of Duty. We're talking about breakfast, but that's just what you do when you get put in a delay. Lately, I've been having, you know, about a third cup, just the egg whites from the carton. And I plop a little egg in there. I put that on. I scramble it up. I put in baby spinach, cut that up, put that in there. And I make the tea. It's good.
Ooh.
If you hear me on the 9:30 a.m. call, it's highly likely I just finished that meal.
That sounds so good. I feel like I need to allocate time for me to make breakfast because it is the most important meal of the day. Although that's contested. I think that's
They're
contested
lying.
right now.
By who? I will fight them. They're saying lunch is better right now. Now they used to say big meal for dinner.
Yeah.
Then they said big meal for breakfast. Now they're saying lunch, right? Is it the best?
Yeah, I mean, who's making these standards is the real question because there's something suspicious going on.
It's always they.
They think breakfast is the most important meal of the day. They think we need to have a big dinner. Who is they?
Who is they? You know who they is on main stage right now? RØKKR, let's fucking go,
Let's
baby.
go!
I'm so excited. Look at it! Look at it! Oh, they're coming out. Wait, I thought they already did this. Did they already do this? No, they didn't. They were getting the things ready. Okay, there's the boys. Let's freaking go. Hey, USAA insurance. Let's go. Look at them.
Shouts out USAA.
Okay, I'm a little tilted right now. The names are not in the order that they're standing, and I need to make a call. Look at him.
No.
Look at him.
Hey, let's go.
Standy's main stage, literally his main stage debut. That's nuts, dude. The 20-year-old phenom taking the stage, sitting next to Attach, one of the most experienced and storied LAN players in COD history. Won multiple championships on LAN, and the biggest one, COD Champs 2015. Lord.
My favorite sub duo.
Same. So wholesome. They're really, I think, only zooming in on Standy. I wonder what the casters are saying. If they're like, man, it's his first time. It's going to be crazy.
Yeah, I think they're so focused on his debut there.
Yes.
I'm so excited for this match, yo.
Yo, same. I feel like there's pressure because obviously, like, it's LAN, but there's not nearly as much pressure if we had lost that round 11 versus LA Thieves. Like, we could very well have been playing LAG earlier today, which obviously I think we would have been okay, but like, you never want to start in the losers bracket of a tournament like this, especially on LAN. So guys, if you're unfamiliar, group play, all stage, leads up to seeding for the major. We're in the major right now. We placed top 3 in our group, which means we made it to the winners bracket. We can afford to lose. Not saying we want to or that we will, but if we do lose, we're not out of the weekend. We still have another chance. Oh my God, did you see the thing they did with his eyes? That kind of freaked me out. No. Did you see that in the video? They like flashed his. Yo, what? What the heck?
Man.
Yo, I'm scared.
He looked like a beast.
I wasn't scared of New York Subliners until now. What the heck? Oh my God, he's got boxing gloves. Are they about to beat us up?
They came out with the intimidation.
Right? We fight for New York. Oh my gosh. I'm not gonna lie, that intro was kind of cool. Like, our intro is pretty cool as well, but look at him. I wish Clayster still had his ponytail. It was so legendary. I'll have to, oh man, we have like a little section, guys, on our podcast Discord where it says stuff for Shannon, and I'm the worst. I haven't put anything in there yet, but I'm gonna be putting in like old school, like competitive Call of Duty, like iconic moments. So if you have any like iconic moments that you could think of from COD, tweet them at me, tweet them at Shannon, so she can start to get just all kinds of educated. Like, you're living through history now, Shannon, but there's still so much more. Like, I'll find a video of Clayster with a ponytail screaming on LAN. It's legendary. It's literally legendary.
Give me all the knowledge. Quick aside. So myself and Goose, Amy, another staff here at RØKKR in version 1, filmed an episode of Vibes watching Tactical Rab's video about the history of Crim 6 and Scumps friendship turned rivalry there. So that comes out sometime later next week. So if you want to see more knowledge on COD, there it is.
Yes, more Shannon all the time. Producer Shannon's
I'm always learning.
Well, we should have you on the podcast as well. I think it'd be pretty cool because, like I said earlier, like you didn't really watch competitive Call of Duty before you started working here. Maybe just dabbled a little bit, but now I don't know. You have like a really solid knowledge base, and like, man, I can't remember who I was talking to about it. If it was like Icon or someone else, and then they were like, "Yeah, we were talking about COD," and Shannon was like, "Yeah, this rotation," and they were like, "Oh, like Shannon like knows COD now. Like, let's go, fast learner." Look at him lock it in.
I came for the storylines. I stayed for the gameplay.
That is literally my favorite part of competitive Call of Duty, all the storylines. I mean, yeah, like the Crim6 versus Scump, just intense rivalry. Now it's a little bit more like formal and Crim just because of like banter lately and stuff. Yo, I never looked at Twitter of what Crim said after their match just now. They 3-0'd him. Damn, they're showing the maps and modes again. They're putting us through it, Shannon. Your first coaster, and we're hanging out, baby. Let's go.
Hey, I have knock jokes on lock, so if this goes too far.
Wait, do you have one right now? Before it starts? Do you have a hype knock joke?
I don't have a hype knock joke.
I have one.
Go for it.
Knock.
Who's there?
Lan. I'm sorry.
Lan?
That was so bad. That was so bad, dude. I know worse ones that are like horrible that like a 4-year-old could tell, but there we go. They're showing someone else on the team. Let's go. They've been showing literally only Standy. We got Priesta, Major Maniac, Attach. Look at Attach. She looks so damn serious. And now they're back to zooming in on Standy, all intense. Like,
gosh,
I wonder what it's like. I wonder what it's like to be like on main stage and there's a camera person just like in your face all the time.
Yeah, those rigs are big too. Like after Seattle's match, you saw Gunless almost got taken out by the camera. It was like
yeah, Princess Goose, aka Amy, shout out another staff member here, said, did y'all pick an MVP? I don't know if we picked an MVP, but we picked like kind of like an X factor. I think we both agree like Priesta is the X factor here for this team. I think he always has been. I think when he's playing well, and if the rest of the team, they're doing their thing, not that everyone else is a role player, because I think everyone else goes off and adds a ton to the team. But yeah, if Priest is locked in with an AR, which we've heard is amazing on LAN, whew, is that where you're at too, Shannon? You think Priest is the X factor?
I think Priest is the X factor. Yeah.
I'm nervous because I already said it. Like Clayster, dude. Clayster's on the other team. And we're still going at break. All right, cool. It's never going to start, bro. Hey, it's okay. More time for me to just sit here and pet my cat. That's what I'm doing. Petting my cat is how I stay calm on days like today. I kind of want to go back to like here. Let me look at the maps again. We're now full circled. Gone all the way back. Actually, you know what, producer Brandon? Let's go to the bracket. Can we look at the bracket?
All right.
Dang, he already has the updated one of Optic in the losers bracket. Oh my god. Ooh. Yeah, so we're up against Subliners, man. Like we're kind of where we want to be right here. I think, you could argue, like, I guess there was, like, because Optic was in our group as well, and I saw some people saying before we heard about Asim not being on the LAN roster for Subliners, like, oh, man, it might have even been better if RØKKR got matched up against Empire, but I don't know, man. Empire just looked absolutely freakish versus Optic, 3-0ing them with the quickness. Like, it really wasn't even close. And so, yeah, I don't know, I feel like we're in the best place that we could be in, with the exception of, obviously, if we were in FaZe or Ultra spot, that would be way more ideal. But still, like, definitely a good feeling to be in the upper bracket here.
Oh yeah.
I think, like, I don't know, man. LAN just put something different in the water. Like, you had Surge 3-1ing Royal Ravens. I think I predicted that, right? I did.
Yeah, you got that exactly.
I literally was like, Surge 3-1, and if it was online, I think Ravens would win. And here we are. Yo, I hope my prediction comes true then, because I predicted RØKKR to win. Let's go.
Well, you're on a Well, I guess no. Actually, the only person that made the correct prediction for Thieves versus Gorilla was Brian Saint. Shouts out.
Nice. Yeah, he
The
knew.
accurate prediction.
He had the insider trading. What is it called? Insider trading? He had the inside info there of what they've looked like in scrims and whatnot lately. Oh, man, we're so close to starting the matchup here, guys. It looks like they're panning around the main stage. Oh, I think it's loading. They're loading Garrison. Possibly. It's possible. Let's go. Look at it. Wow. Esports Stadium in Arlington. Impressive. Impressive. Oh, it's about to start. Oh my God, I'm hyped. Wait, who did you say? You said Clayster for first blood? I don't know if I ever said mine. Did I say mine?
Yeah, and you didn't say yours.
Okay. P1. Standing and Attach are going to go in the middle by the tanks, and Priest is going to look over them and get first blood. Priest is my first blood. Chat, let us know. Who do you think is going to get first blood in this map? Shannon guessed Clayster. I'm guessing Priesta. We're probably both going to be wrong, but one of you could be right. Let us know in the chat what you guys think. As is always on the co-stream, we'll be back in between the maps. Obviously, we'd speak before and after the match as well. And it looks like the game is about... I don't want to prematurely say it. The countdown's happening. Oh, all right. It looks like it's going to start. So let's freaking go, baby. It's LAN time. Shannon and I will see you back after this first map.
Being at 100% capacity.
Well, we'll see. We're going to keep a very close eye on Decimate again. Hard not to. He's filling big shoes in this series. But after the first hard point we go, and already RØKKR with a nice start. They've got themselves a couple of kills. They've got themselves that time. And we'll see just how well our rookies fare on land. That's going to be the story of the series for me, really. So far, so good. RØKKR keeping this one alive. And finally, the break's on. MiDNiTE, the last player up in position to really contest that hill. Subliners, they start to tick the time over.
A nice break, and I think one of the interesting things about this team, maybe this is what we should have been talking about the entire time, as difficult it is to work a new player in on the roster. Clayster has to be one of the best players, if not the best player in the league, to make something like that work with, right? Even just the break on P1 we just saw, it was Clayster working with Decimate. They orchestrated the entire thing. And I have to imagine in comms, well, Decimate was just given the directions. His marching orders from Clay is now he's trying to roam top green, keep these players at bay, and try to secure this early rotation. However, Standy maybe has an opening, or maybe the COD timing doesn't go his way. Decimate sniffs him out.
So interesting again to think about trying to fit him into the system. Also getting him used to Hydra's comms. Hydra's, you know, his accent's quite thick. We've heard him in the listen-ins, and I wonder how well Decimate will pick up on that very, very quickly. But there we go. Nice start still for RØKKR. We're seeing a brilliant rebound now from NYSL over towards the second hard point. 40 remaining on it, and so far so good. Mac, one of the absolute standout players for the New York Subliners, one of the standout players in the league on your screen right now. See if he can find some fantastic success so far, but he doesn't need to, because everyone else in his team is doing the good work for him. All he's got to do, pick up that hard point time and keep things going. Hello.
And this is just efficient work right now. Is Hydra. He has the entire team straight in front of him. Gets a couple shots. Now, look how much he just slows them down. By the time they, try not to go for the solo challenge, they just get annihilated. The team kill comes through. And you talk about a nice little start from Hydra. It goes 0-3 off the rip, and now, he's thinking about some score streaks. Maybe a bit too over-aggressive as he gets taken down, but hey, he gets to spawn right back up towards the new hard point. Is Minnesota, they're in a pretty tough spot already, down by about 40.
Mac was as surprised as we were, jumping back up to green and finding a player at his feet, but there we go. He was actually on a bit of a run for streaks there. The only player left now going for it is going to be Clayster. We'll see, though, if RØKKR can make their way over towards this hard point and get a bit of a break on. Attach and Standy now, making their way down that long lane, and big shots from Standy at range. Not quite enough to get it done. Decimate will get the better of him there. Now it's on to Attach, trying to make his way forward, and Clay gets kill number 5 in a row. Almost there for streaks, needs a few more, and there's 20-odd seconds remaining in this hard point, and it should go their way as well. Chance, NYSL, not really missing a step so far. Still looking very strong.
Not in the slightest. They have had pretty much zero pressure put on them this entire game, right? It's taken Minnesota an extra 2 seconds to try to challenge out Hydra, and even with the extra time spent, they sort of screw it up. A couple challenges inside the point. Maybe you could call it bad timing, but a little bit slow on the drop, and, frankly, they're down by 70. They do get the setup on this hill. You get a couple players pushed into dark. You got Attach roaming in the vent, so you get the setup that they want. And for New York, a break here. They're just going to have a very solid lead as the fights are coming through, and Hydra already able to find 2.
Oh, almost able to find another one there. Attached a little too strong again. Another veteran of the scene. Another animal. Grenades up from Clay. The old head does what he can now. His players all around him. Nice bit of a reposition, holding this time down well. Still keeping himself up and about. Looking good so far. Again, NYSL keeping the hard point alive. 25 seconds remaining here on the trash hard point, and we still have NYSL in control. Decimate, 9-6 so far. Not a bad start for him. Doesn't have a lot of hard point time, but that's not really what he's going for here. As the kills keep flying through. Nice hold still. Bit of a contest so far, Chance. And I will say, mate, New York Subliners, it has been a magnificent showing here in Garrison so far.
And certainly helpful that Major Maniac on the flip side is 2-12, so trying to take that 4v3, not too shabby, and Subliners taking that full advantage. Fortunate for them, and well, maybe not even fortunate. I think they make the read that they're spawning in the back. Number 8, Standy, he spawns at the perfect moment to try to get the splits, but now instead of the splits, maybe you're going to get spawn trapped instead. Everyone trying to flood in through the brick side of things, but Hydra's been sitting there and waiting for the past 10 seconds. Not a lot of pressure being put on Subliners right now. This is just easy work for the New York team.
Well, Attach is going to try to get that pressure going. Only teammate around him right now, I mean, it is going to be Standy. Attach will drop. Standy makes his way to the hard point at the very least. How long can he stay here? Time helps. Kills are going to be really useful here, and Hydra's going to get the better of him. Maniac, 5 kills now as he's making his way slowly but surely back into the game. And oh no, caught out there by Clayster once again. As we will rotate back over towards that first hard point. Bottom side of the screen, you can see the lock that's just appeared. What Attach is playing for now is that control of next. Very, very important spot to be in. Can he hold on to it? For how long is the question as Hydra makes things tough.
Well, Hydra does get decimated as the headshot multiplier coming through. Same with the instant kill, and where there's the second. Minnesota needs some sort of life in this game. Maybe Standy's the guy. He's got 2 players right now trying to hunt him down and get to top green, and he's slowing him down, at least able to take the third before he falls. And meanwhile, his team just been hanging out inside the hard point. They have dealt with all the pressure. New York, time and time again, trying to flood through green, getting picked apart where they make it happen. So many deaths for New York around this area. And while right now Attach is trying to play with his food, he does so. Pretty much the game plan right there for Minnesota. Super easy stuff. Keep green control, win the hill. Maybe not quite the full 60 as Subliners able to break through on P1, but certainly a nice little momentum shift potentially for the RØKKR.
Yummy! As we'll see if the momentum shift can continue. In the meantime, though, let's go for a very quick Astra Gaming listen-in with NYSL.
Go.
Back door. Standing. One shot.
Pushing him.
Backari, first up.
I'm here with you. Yeah, I'm playing a part. I'm in the back. I blocked it. Let's go. All right, huge break.
Yeah, one was Backari.
Gotta be back alley corner.
Another reflanking is dark. Quick, Backari.
Alley, one shot. He's in bricks. Nice.
Backari.
Almost close. Attach that. Come on, go. I'm looking plat. They're gonna be behind us. I think one's behind us.
Top right down. On the trip.
Those blocks. Let's go. Radar.
You guys are by yourself. You always want to.
One shot major on a radar.
Take your time. All right, take your
time. He's killed. Good fighting. He's 30. I died to top green. He's spawn killing.
Hit on the box. On trip box.
Attach top green. One shot.
Top radar.
I'm coming alley. Hold on, JT. Hold on.
Already won.
Standy and P1, guys. Standy right. He's 20.
One shot.
One shot in hill, guys. I needed him.
After back set.
Top of the satellite. He's really weak. Kill this guy. He's weak.
One shot.
He might have got streaks.
Yeah.
Okay. Huge break here, guys. Huge break. Come on.
Stop float. Yep.
I'll wrap it. Let's go. Work these kills together. Got me green. Right corner. I didn't hit him.
Green.
I'm going up middle.
Well, a little bit hard to say whether or not the comms are good, but certainly the energy is there. New York, again, just trying to make the best of a bad situation. And right now, the situation got to break through on a money hill, but that is not the start you want to have. Hydra is working towards that green alley. His entire team gets picked apart. This is where you just need to try to slay and find a couple kills and look for that opening, but New York have struggled to get through on this hill. This is the best Minnesota have looked all game, and a full 60 here will get them right back in this game. Minnesota were down by a ton. It looks like they got quite a bit of fight in them, bringing it all the way back to about dead even.
If we're going to have that intensity we heard in the comms, we can bring that to the game, that'd be ideal. But RØKKR, hold on once again. Perfect read as well. Standy, eyes are on, knows that NYSL will be spawning at the back. Oh, puts one down. Mac goes down as well. Standy making a statement there. 4 spree, takes care of the other rookies on the stage. And with that, you've got control going back the way of RØKKR.
And this is a tough spot, too, because Subliners, they're spawning all the way out. So, again, you go to the trash hill where RØKKR basically get the full setup that they want. I don't know if they're going to read the spawn out. By the way, Hydra making the play. Doesn't even flood through green. He's going all the way around, but his teammates need to wait for him to find that opening. He's able to strike with the first, but gets cut down before he can make anything happen, and Priesta picks up the big 2. RØKKR still keeping that map control, but maybe not too much of a hard point time going their ways. Well, they've been out of it for the past 10 seconds, so the kills haven't made too much of a difference.
Yeah, it's still trades are on point, and the RØKKR seems to be coming out on top most of the time there. They will be the last team standing over the hard point now. 15 seconds should be going their way. They've still got a lot of map control to work with as well. You can see that lock has appeared. The final hard point of this set on the left-hand side of the screen, and they've got it. Priesta guarding that one with his life. Decimate trying to make his way forward, and it's MiDNiTE who has certainly made a nice resurgence here in the map. He started things off very poorly indeed. What a comeback it's been. And there we go, Chance. Over 200 points crossed now for RØKKR. Things are starting to look up.
And what are those shots from Hydra? Good lord, ripping attach off the head glitch. But even while he's doing that, Standy, again, back in his home top green. Anytime he gets in that spot, he's picking up pieces left and right. Mac just falling into MiDNiTE, who, by the way, started out like 2-13. MiDNiTE has since turned his gameplay around, is now dead even. And right now, Minnesota have just gone a ridiculous run throughout the game. Top gearing control always in the back of their minds, and they're picking them apart. A 2-piece for attach, and Subliners have just completely lost their stride as RØKKR taken over of the past like 3 or 4 hills. Not out of it yet, though. They need 30 more points to win this game. We're going to end up going back towards this P1 where Standy, the entry man, 2-streak, he is on. He gets chopped, and Subliners, this is where you got to crank things up. You get to the hill first. You know pressure is going to be coming through top green, and you know you need to chain these next 2 hills together to have any chance of winning this game.
Here we go. We'll find out in a brief moment if NYSL, if they are those guys, can mount the comeback. Fresh hard points all theirs. Mac, nice shots. Not able to get the kills though. Standy, he may just be that guy. He finds a couple of kills there on point. Nice contest. 20 now for the win for RØKKR. And they get it done here. Yes, they can. They've got to hold it though. Mac's going to try to find an entry. Got to slow this down. The rest of his team are getting picked to pieces behind him. 10 now for the win chance. And MiDNiTE, he has turned this game around. He was having an absolute stinker to start things off. Managed to get himself way into the positive now. Decimate on point, not able to get much more done. 5 seconds for the win now, and MiDNiTE still on point, lives to fight another day. The contest, Hydra, can Priesta stay alive? Hydra's going to be there to stop it, and ho-ho! With 2 seconds to spare. Subliners will see another hard point chance, but this is it, mate. It was a fun run, but it is over, and you've got to hand it to them. Minnesota RØKKR. It's all but done, and there it is. The final push over the finish line, and they take map number 1. And oh, baby, Standy's on his feet.
Standing very tall.
Very tall.
Maybe like 6 feet, a pretty tall one. And I gotta say, I was very concerned halfway through this game that even with the roster substitution, Subliners were just gonna bully them out. They had like 100-point lead. Everything seemed like it was going correctly, but then MiDNiTE apparently just flipped the switch. I basically stopped paying attention to him on the map after he was like 2-12, 2-13, whatever it was. Next time I saw it, he was dead even. Player on Minnesota got streaked out, but I mean, you go from down 150 to 50, give or take, end up just going on an absolute tear. I mean, they had maybe 4 hills back to back to back to back where the Subliners were just consistently on that back foot, unable to find their footing. And on the flip side for RØKKR, hell of a way to finish that game number 1. You start out slow like that, still get that dub. That has got to do wonders for your land confidence.
Yeah, what a game. Good start from RØKKR. Brilliant, brilliant effort from them to keep this one going. But friends, of course, we had a bit of a delay coming into this one, so we're not going to basically just throw on through. We're going to keep rolling through this series as fast as we possibly can. Subliners RØKKR. We've still got Search and Destroy coming up after this very, very quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere, friends. More Call of Duty League action coming your way.
Oh my goodness. That is one way to start. I literally was so worried. I mean, we were just talking through that. Like, it was such a tough start for the whole team, but especially for MiDNiTE. He was at one point like 2-12. Got to like 3-14. Look at Standy standing up on land. Let's go.
Stand up.
Landy for life, baby. Let's go. But yeah, I mean, sometimes it's just how it starts. You start cold, you come in flat. But the way that MiDNiTE was able to turn that dang thing around, look at these stats. You can't even tell that he started, 3-14 or whatever. He ended up going 25-7 and 27. It felt like New York Subliners were stuck at 178 points for about 5 hours. So yeah, just I mean, we talked about it at the beginning of the co-stream here of like, you can't lose one or more of these first few maps. And so if you come into this series and you lose that first map, you can still win, obviously, but it's so much harder. And I think this was just I mean, we go back into the esports psychology thing. This is a huge mental boost if you're RØKKR right now.
Oh, yeah. Standy, I saw too, 33 and what? 20?
Insane.
Yeah, he showed up.
Nobody's talking about his LAN performance now, like how it's gonna. Yay, look at that! We got the hardpoint tracker. Oh, we're fancy today, producer Brandon. Let's go. Hey, I love that.
Yeah, you can
196. Look at where it just took off, man. After the first rotation, we said enough of this.
Yeah, it looks like what 4 or 5 hills for an entire rotation. They've stayed at 178.
Literally, they were just stuck.
Oh man,
you love to see that though. Like I said, I don't know, this is a huge momentum, mood boost, whatever you want to call it. And now you're going into Search and Destroy on Raid, which like obviously Search and Destroy has been a little bit of a struggle for the squad lately, but hey, maybe they sunk in a bunch of work coming into Major on LAN, so we'll see. I'm nervous, but that's a really good way to start, I think. And I don't want to flex on anybody, but I did guess the first blood correctly. It was Priesta that got the first blood, so shout out to that.
I gotta give it to you.
I wonder, I mean, obviously, like, the folks on New York Subliners, especially Clayster, like, he's been here before. He's been down on main stage LAN before, so, like, we're not out of the woods yet by any means, but I can't express enough how big of a boost this was to come out and be down in map 1 and then turn it around and get the win.
Oh, yeah. Oh, our team loves to give me heart attacks.
I know, right? They just want you to like be as anxious as possible the entire time. Ooh, we're looking at S&D ranks now. Sheesh! I didn't know New York was that good at Search. My goodness. I mean, we just haven't really looked very good at Search lately, so I guess it makes sense. But wow. Oh, they're comparing a seam and attach. That makes sense. Okay. Kinda. Yeah, they're comparing roles, so this kind of makes sense. Damn, they're putting us on blast, CDO. What the heck? Come on now. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, why you gotta do it
It's not looking good right now, CDO. Don't put that up there. Nah, but this is, I think this Search, and obviously we have not won an Express S&D in 84 years at least. It's been a while. So that map 5 makes me super nervous. But hey, if, like I said, you get some momentum off that map 1, you go into map 2, Raid, favorite, best map of all time, by the way, in Call of Duty history. We'll see what's up. I don't know. Do you want to do another first blood guess?
Yes.
Okay, so it's Search, so it's going to be like chill at first. Trying to think of where they all go.
And it's on Raid?
Mm-hmm. I bet somebody will get a first blood in Ring. And I think it's going to be Standy. Let's go. I'm even predicting the places now. Well, no, I predicted the place last time. I think I got the place wrong, but I did get Priesta right. Who do you think's got first blood?
I mean, I don't want to copy your homework.
You can. I mean, it's the smart play.
I was thinking Standy too. He's going to come out with some aggression and really just get things going.
Heck yeah, he's feeling. I mean, you saw him stand up after map 1. He's feeling it, dude. He's hype. He seems like one of those like momentum-driven players too. So chat, put in the chat who you think is going to get first blood. Shannon and I are thinking Standy. We'll see how it goes. Let's go into the Raid Search, and we'll be back after this map.
I think the rule is what? Priest to go make some noise, see if you can get a couple tags in, or maybe just connect with the stick right off the rip. First blood for him, and that is going to be a very free bomb plant over towards B. Where frankly for New York, this is not a fun spot to be, and maybe number 1 on the map, Decimate can think about a flank, or maybe you're going to double hit down through pool steps.
Oh, the terrifying thing as well is Priest, he's in a position to maybe get like a lot of these kills. Oh, a lot of them. There's going to be 2 of them. Perfect timing. Clay's in trouble now. Boom! Clay's gone. RØKKR with a round. What an explosive start. P-Dog with 3.
And that really does seal the deal. I mean, the sticky grenade at the start is just a dagger of a way to open up the round. No trophies, and they triple stacked mid. Priesta almost assuredly going to be able to connect with one of them and, well, turn that into the entire round. Perfect offensive start, and, well, New York, not a fun spot for them to be in the slightest. Going to need to get a round win and try to get those vibes flowing.
Not fun at all, but now we see that 2-2 split. Clayster, nades are up. Does manage to land a little bit of a tag into attach, but Priester once again. That's 4-0 so far. Brilliant stuff on him on raid. Keep things flowing. Decimating Clayster now trying to work through mid. Good tags either way. Not able to get the positioning though. Standy, oh my gosh. Oh, he manages to get alive there as again, attach. Does land the last kill, and Mac in a 1v4, and oh my word, chance. NYSL, they are being dissected right now by RØKKR. See you later, Mac.
Ooh. Found Clayster's natural habitat. If he's on your team, I suppose you just make that part of the game plan at some point. That is just a devastating round. It's also a moment for Decimate. I don't know if that was the play call, but he basically burned his entire clip trying to shoot attach through a wall. Granted, had him one shot, and then just slid out into the middle of the map and just died immediately because, of course, Minnesota has someone in the middle. So, bold strategy, Cotton. It did not work out for him. And now for Minnesota, maybe there's going to be a trophy inside a kitchen, so maybe Priest doesn't get the stick. But either way, they completely bullied out the B site last go round. The strat has not been switched up already. That bomb working itself back over to site and getting planted as well with the laydown. It's given up for free once again.
Yeah, but Decimate's here. Big two-piece. That's a nice bit of work. Saves himself again with a trophy for the time being, but the nade is actually going to explode and take care of him. Still, 3v2 situation now. You've got two players over by bedroom for RØKKR. They do have coverage of the bomb site. Oh, but he can't get away. Max shots are good. Priest now on the 5 spree. If he can stay alive, excellent. If he can get both these kills, even better. Here comes the push, though. It's the first. Priest now on the 1v1 versus Clayster. Clay has to hunt him down. Less than 20 on the clock. Clay's fast. Clay's nimble. But the back and forth we go. The ring around a Rosie. The do-si-do. And Priester. Oh, he's going to lie on the stairs. 10 seconds. Clay's got to go for the bomb. And Priester nails it. Another brilliant round out of RØKKR. It's 3-0 chance. And they are having fun on that stage.
Oh, and even, dude, I mean, this is the play. I thought they gave up the bomb plant for free, but no one was watching pull steps in time, so it was a mishap from the RØKKR. Turned into a clutch by Priest, who, by the way, I think juked Clayster out of his boots just with that mantle. As soon as he mantles up, Clayster takes off. He's like, he's going to be going over towards top bedroom, but he mantles up, immediately doubles back, and just outplays him with the sound cue. Artillery already at his disposal, but frankly, he is the walking score streak, and now you might be walking over towards the A site that is as wide open as any site could possibly be as soon as Priesta gets this call. I mean, it should almost be a guaranteed, at the very least, 1 kill, if not more.
We'll see if he can find it. Major Maniac, the lone player. Oof, Standy. Bam. First blood goes his way. Defense now stacking up from Minnesota RØKKR over towards A. Decimate getting involved. Mac gets the first on a Major Maniac. Can they stop Priester? That's the question. Second out of Mac's going to be great. Decimate now. Throwing mean shoulders. In and out he goes. Trying to bait the play. But Priester holding firm now by the backside of the jungle. And here's the fight. Looking to get that last kill and get himself full streaks. Bomb now being planted. This could be it. Standy getting involved as well. And we do lose Priester. Streaks are done. Standy finds the second. And it's a 1v1 chance. Bomb down for New York.
And Decimate got the call out that he was one shot, so he goes hunting. And as soon as Standy heals, he makes the move, gets the kill. In back-to-back clutch rounds where Subliners do all of the hard work to put themselves in a good spot. You get first blooded, you're in a 3v4, you fight back, you get the man advantage. Just for Standy to come out in 1v3. Wins the first gunfight. Clay tries to challenge, gets eviscerated, and then perfect play towards the end. This is, I mean, as unfortunate as could possibly be right now for New York. 2 back-to-back clutch rounds. The first round, they got a sticky grenade to the face right off the rip. This has just been a cascade of negative things in the Subliners camp. As Hydra looking for his first kill still, and it's not like anyone else on the team doing too much better.
Bit of a catastrophe so far for NYSL. Still, capable players able to turn this around. But can they get it done against an extremely hot hot Priester? What the hell was he throwing? Oh, here comes another bit of throwing. Actually, no, it's going to be just a ping. But that's enough for now. Oh, my word. New York, it's tough. There's not a lot you can do against this. Standy's on a spree as well. 4. Mac get the kill. Bomb planted. There it is. Mac getting involved. Nice shots. 3v3. He's trying to do some sneaky stuff. Here goes the secret squirrel play in the Tatch. I don't think he's going to read this. Clay's got his ankles. Ow, ow, my feet, ow, what's that? It's not fire ants, it's Clayster, and now he's on the flank.
He's going to have to go quick, though. Priestley, you saw for a second, was thinking about the artillery, instead was thinking about the gunny, and just calls it straight in. Wasting 0 time, and well, frankly, he just bought himself enough time. Minnesota RØKKR get the round win as Priesta connecting with the nades, connecting with the gunfights. And look at this, pings it just for a second. And I thought he had burned the ping earlier, but whatever kind of information he had, or whether he heard him, or if Atash just called out, dude, what are you doing? Clayster's going to push this. I mean, Priesta just drops it. And he takes the gunfight, too, for no reason. But why wouldn't you when you're killing like that? Hell of a game so far. 10-1. We're only 5 rounds in. Just do a victory lap, Priesta, trying to get that 6-0.
This is a showcase of true excellence as RØKKR are having their way with NYSL. And this could be it for the 6-0. A headbutt towards ring, towards the A-bomb site. Hydra, what can you do? 1 and 5 so far. Standy opens up with a nice one there on to Decimate now. The push still opening up as NYSL getting involved. Attach MiDNiTE getting on board and Hydra battling for his life. And he's still alive! No! Minnesota RØKKR, they close it out. It's a 6-0. It is an absolute wipe. A devastating round. And Hydra may have found his form towards the end. They're fighting tooth and nail here in the best play, but the best, I mean, MVP Priesta. Wow. What a stunning search and destroy from the young man. And that is 2-0 in the series. The Minnesota RØKKR.
I mean, talking about taking full advantage of the situation that they had found themselves in. If search and destroy was a concern for them, I know they're playing against a team that has a sub. That is a dominant 6-0 win. I mean, I guess the sticker grenades on point is a big factor. A couple clutches here and there, but Priesta, just a phenomenal search and destroy. Basically just trying to speed run through the map. Well, he took care of business. If you needed to clutch a 1v3, he did that. If you needed to get some score streaks to get the dub, he did that as well. But Minnesota on offense basically just bullying out that B site whenever they wanted. A clinical game from them, and yeah, highest streak of 7, 11-1. Pad no stats with a hell of a game, number 2.
I don't even know if having a seam in the roster would have made much of a difference there. That was one of those, you know, that was destiny right there for RØKKR. They could not fail. Every little thing they did, magic out of them. Pure magic. Priesta, 10, was it 11-1? Gotta get closer. 11-1, 7 spree, 1,600 damage. Huge work. Woohoo! Well, New York Subliners fans, I'm sorry, that was not a fun watch. I hope you looked away. But for you RØKKR fans, let's have a quick look at our US Army tactical play. This is going to be Priesta, and frankly, we could have picked almost any round we wanted. But instead, it was going to be this round 3 play, and chance, it was a fun one.
And this is very much just comes down to the finesse around bedroom towards the end. It is the job of the guy planting the bomb. As long as he gets it down, it doesn't matter if he dies. He has done his job. You get MiDNiTE and Priesta put up into power positions. Well, MiDNiTE gets picked. Priesta's one shot, slides away, makes it work, and then I love the play call. Knows they're going to come push him out, wins the first gunfight, and then after this, I mean, just playing with this food. Plays the shoulders perfectly, hits that mantle, and immediately doubles back just to juke him out, because for sure Clayster heard it. And then after that, you talk about the audio cues. Well, Clayster broke glass. After that point, the deal has been sealed. And Priesta, well, I mean, that was what, super early on in like the 3rd or 4th round. After that, there is just nothing you could do as Minnesota.
Let's freaking go, baby! Our first 6-1 of the season comes on main stage, on land, at majors, in the winners bracket. Priesta absolutely went off 11-1, a freaking 7 streak, a 1v3. I mean, jeez.
There's too many moments to talk about from this 6-0 S&D. Like, from the first round, yeah.
Let's go, P-Dog.
Yes, love to see that.
Look at that, man. Oh, that's exactly what he looked like right when he stood up, probably too.
Yeah,
that was crazy, bro. Like, honestly, and I like not to rag on New York, but like there were like at least 3 super winnable, like in New York's favor rounds, and we just clutched the frick up, dude. Like, it's so good to see, especially on land. Like, Exhilarating. Who got first? Priesta got first blood, so we didn't get that right. I think we both said that that Standy was gonna get it, but it was Priesta, and wow, yeah, he started off hot. He wallbanged, threw it, stuck somebody. It was nuts. That is literally our first 6-0 of the season, and I'm sure we maybe got like 1 or 2 6-0s last year. But oh man, what did we say? The first half of the series, based on how the maps are, gotta go in our favor. And we've looked pretty good on Control Garrison lately. I don't want to, never going to call it before it happens, but like, this is the best case scenario going into map 3 right here.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I don't even know what to say, really. Like, we were both like yelling the whole time. I don't even know like how and Standy too. I think Standy was at one point like 5-1. He went off. He got a 1v3 clutch as well. A 1v3 clutch. Look at that. Standy went 6-3. Yeah, he was at 1.5-1. He got a 1v3 clutch and the defuse. Like, yeah, like I said, there's a few very winnable rounds for New York Subliners in there, and it feels good. It kind of goes back to what we were talking about. Like, it feels good to see RØKKR inching these maps out, because before it was always like, oh man, like if this would have happened different, we would have won. And now those thises are going in our favor. Let's go. Yo, what's up, Jeff? Always saying hi. What's up? Good performance. Ed, what did we both say? I mean, I think you even said it first when I was like, who's like your player you're watching out for? You said Priesta. And I had to co-sign because I do think he's like the lifeblood of this team. If he's doing really well, the team just falls into place. But yo, what's this? A snowmobile and calling card? Hey, now. Hold on, I'm taking a picture of that. I want a snowmobile calling card. Let's go. I'm from Minnesota, baby. Let's go. Minnesota RØKKR. I literally just took a picture of that because I'm a psycho. Okay. I'm so excited. Bro, I'm not going to get too excited because it's never gone well for me. All right. I am a Vikings fan. But we're looking pretty good, Shannon. Like, it could happen. We could possibly win this series. It's possible.
Yeah. I mean, I'll stand by my secondary prediction, which was that if we win the hard point, it's going to be a 3-0 for us. So
I hope you're right. Knock on wood.
We'll see if that stands up. It's not an official prediction written down anywhere, so
it is it is. I wrote it down for you. You get points. Yo, watch you like. We'll just bring you in at the end of the rotation, like, match predictions at the end of the season, and you could probably beat all of us, truly. You start predicting, come right back. Yo, so check this out. Our control ranks, we rank 2nd in the league. I think we're probably just behind FaZe or Toronto. I should probably know that. But we're statistically quite a bit better than Subliners. I think their main mode is, like, hardpoint, right? Oh, man, shout out producer Brandon for, like, just capping it, dude. 6 best KD. Yes, my inspo. Shout out LVT Productions. Okay, yeah. All right, so we're like pretty evenly matched, with the exception, obviously, of the record. Being T2 in the league for RØKKR is pretty freaking impressive. I'm not gonna lie. And if you look at, like I mentioned, Raid was one of our map. That was our map for the longest time. And now we've really shown, like, it's probably not as strong on Garrison, but definitely like shown promise on this map. So we gotta do it. We gotta predict again. Who's getting first blood? Shannon, I'll let you go first since I went first last time. Who do you think is getting first blood Control Garrison? Chat, answer as well.
I mean, should I Priesta? I mean, I gotta keep going with the pattern.
I'm gonna say attach. I want to see attach. Go in middle map, get in the freaky spot, and get an elimination. Let's go, baby. We could win the series right here, guys. Let's see if we do. We will see you guys after the control.
Change comes through. S&D probably the most difficult mode to make those adjustments in. Control's right there behind it. So Subliners, again, they're going to need someone just to pop off to have that potential to get this win. And it is a full stack through the middle of the map. And yeah, Hydra, he finds that opening pick. Subliners first team to strike.
Yeah, they looking fine so far. Standy's going to drop down after getting his. And Hydra's just trying to be annoying. And annoying he is. I'm not sure what annoying is in French, but he's thinking it right now. Decimate also getting involved. Priesta doing what he can now do. Take care of those players on offense. Max going to try to hunt him down. Nice work out of Priesta. That's 3-0 on attack. Trying to keep the defenders at bay. Beautiful shots out of him. Hydra's nade's going to get the job done in the end. There we go. First segment at A, complete. Oh, chance. This is a good look for RØKKR so far.
Good look indeed, and Sandy's able to find the first. You expect MiDNiTE to be able to get the trades, but he can't find it. At least able to get out with his life, and well, you got at least a tick progression over towards A, and well, you might lose a little bit of map pressure, but even still, you got Priest right back on the B point. He gets dealt with as well, so I mean, Subliners for a minute, they're getting spawn killed. They got players in their base. They have dealt with it in a fairly strong fashion, as now the map has been effectively reset. And Subliners, quite a bit of map pressure, unfortunately for Clayster, though. MiDNiTE, he's been doing that hop up even from game number 1. Finds the pick there, finds the pressure over towards B until Hydra shows up, finds 2, and New York Subliners holding strong.
Yeah, a lot of fight in the Subliners still. You'd like to see that. 35 seconds on the clock. They have to hold the line. Keep those members of RØKKR off of A and B. That's all they need to do. Sounds so simple. Where it's so easy, because here comes RØKKR. Forward they go. Priester. He's going to be the one who drops there to Clay. Clay trying to line up. There's MiDNiTE from the hop-up once again, managing to fight his way out of that position. He's going to take some heavy tags. Clayster has seen these tricks before, and he will not fall prey to them again. Defense holds, though. Less than 10 remaining here, and we should see this go to the Subliners. Are any craziness chance, and that should be that. Good hold out of New York. They will keep the life lead. They take the round.
And I suppose in a sense that is like somewhat of a small risk to try to attack A first. Like it's always good news when you get that ticket progression, but then if you never get B, I mean, it might be tough long term. Again, round 5 is decided by who does better on the actual objective, and only 2 ticks through on an offensive round. It's not the worst, but it is certainly far from the best. An opportunity for the Subliners here, again, even if they just capture the B point, don't capture A and lose on offense, they're still not in a bad spot in the slightest. Hydra, by the way, having a very strong first round, 8-4 to his name. Obviously a thorn in Minnesota RØKKR side.
I like thorns here from the New York Subliners. They need a couple more thorns, preferably 4 of them. Max stun's going to give away a lot. Attach, oh baby, throw shoulders, he gets some damage in. And Attach is feeling himself. Max going to win it though. Whew. I like that. 2 down now for RØKKR. Hydra on the flank. Ooh, MiDNiTE will make the read and hold it. But Max still starting to work the spree forward. Gets himself 3 in a row now. And RØKKR getting aggressive, trying to make their way forward. And they might just be able to do that. Max run comes to an end. MiDNiTE being the dagger in the back. 1 minute on the clock. Subliners still trying to get on those points.
Decimate looking for some sort of opening, but obviously it's not difficult. As soon as he gets 1 kill, just gets tagged up immediately, naded out, hunted down, dropped off the map. You're looking for someone right now to maybe step up and try to pick up a 2-piece, or maybe just a spread of kills across the board. New York trying to work their way forward, but every time they're just getting met. Attach and Standy lighting up the feed, and the MiDNiTE, the cherry on top. That is a clean 4 down, and we talked about how 2 ticks progression isn't the best on offense for Minnesota. Well, it has been 0 ticks on the flip side for RØKKR, who are now stuck in their base, and well, you got to check your corners because Attach just sitting there playing ratty. Picks up the 2. Another clean 4 down. Attach thinking about some score streaks. Is Minnesota running away with this round?
Got to take care of Attach. Clay gets it done. That's a big win. So you stop the streaks at the very least. You will not win the round. You don't have to worry about any stuff falling on your head outside of satellites in Warzone right now. And that's a limited time thing, so you don't have to worry about that too much. We are 1-1. Offensive rounds going their way. Good stuff either side.
Those are big wins right there as well. You saw that was a situation where Mac, after he killed Attach, even got a shot or 2 into MiDNiTE to make him weak. And it's an unfortunate thing where you see Mac had a really good attempt at trying to help his teammate take MiDNiTE down. He doesn't, and that turns into the best play, where Mac ends up getting flanked by MiDNiTE as well. So beautiful stuff on the defensive side of things for the RØKKR. And somewhat of a back and forth game here, as Hydra is still probably the standout player in the lobby. But we go again. Minnesota last time early attacks over towards A. It looks like this time around much more of a stack, more of a standard, a normal setup, working their way towards B.
How that stack goes though. Will it be a sweet syrupy stack? Will it be more of a stack of bricks? Let's find out. That gets that first blood. Aggression now mounting. Hydra, as everyone from NYSL, they strike from the shadows. It's Hydra on a 4 spree. We love that. Starting to get aggressive, starting to move forward. The defensive rounds have been the saving grace of the New York Subliners so far. MiDNiTE's going to find one on Clay. Hydra though, can't quite get both. Going to dip on out. Standing now with an opportunity to go forward. Tatch backing him up. Major MiDNiTE trying to get involved as well. And if you can take care of a couple of these members of NYSL in mid, they're making it hard. Props to Decimate there, trying to make the play still going. There's going to be 2 there from Standy. Oh, wow. No, not 3. Brilliant stuff, though. As they now have 1 opening to get to B chance, and this is the first opening they've really had so far with 40 seconds on the clock.
And it's really felt like SMGs really on both teams have been running the show and controlling all of the action. I don't know if we've seen any ARs really picking up a ton of kills for the moment. Maybe there's not a ton of kills to get if you got Hydra on your team, but Attach and Priesta, everybody with the sub, the 74U setup paying dividends right now. You get 1 tick over towards B, and based on the response from Subliners, they're just going to give this one up and try to fight for their lives over towards A, because Priesta in and around bricks, trying to cause problems, but where he falls, the B zone is going to fall as well. Minnesota, a fairly strong advantage in this map so far, and well, this round as well. Minute and 30 seconds to work with.
Decimate, oh my word, trying to stay alive. 7 HP. That nade's not going to get it done. He will live to fight another day. Decimate proving real hard to kill. Holding that line, though. He's going to be the first line of defense. What's the back line, though? Hydra, living to fight another day. Beautiful shots. Unable to get Major MiDNiTE as well. But that's what friends are for. As Clay comes out of nowhere. Lands the shots. Now NYSL starting to catch fire. Starting to get a little dangerous. Can they get these players off of the A zone? That's the question. Oops. Clay gets a couple in his teammate.
Well, they got him off indeed. Attach, by the way, he only has 3 kills, but that actually seems like a ton of progression to the artillery. Maybe I'm just faded, but hey, it doesn't make a difference. He gets dropped in New York again on the defensive end. Much easier to hold, even if the teamwork isn't super fresh. This one isn't super complicated. They're doing a fantastic job. Decimate, a couple shots through on Standy. Someone else is there for the cleanup. Mac is there to get the kill. And 45 seconds now just left on the clock. And you see the idea. Priesta trying to go all the way around back and trap these players in. And to his credit, there might be the opportunity for him to make a play. This is a straight-up 4-on-4 fight, and Priesta, the first shot's coming through. Can't find the opening, but Major MiDNiTE does. He gets the first blood, Standy gets the next, and the trades are through. All of a sudden, Hydra by himself, but he gets dropped. 3 bodies on point. This zone, it's gonna fly.
Oh, it's gonna fly so fast. 3 players there. The 4th could come through any moment now. You've got to go, New York. Go, go, go. Get on it. Mac with the contest. Kills come through. Standy finds 2. Attach gets the others as well. And RØKKR get the round in a hail of gunfire. The market is closed. The trades are done. And you give them 1 opportunity to get on the point, and they do just that. And they get the cap through. Sound stuff out of Minnesota. 1 more round is all they need.
And it feels rare to have the team on offense to really get an opportunity where they almost get like the perfect setup for the break, right? They basically trapped everybody in, get a couple players in the square. Priesta got behind enemy lines, and it wasn't scattered. No one fell. It basically was like a 3-2-1 snap for the go. As soon as Major MiDNiTE got that first blood, everybody makes their moves and just swarms on the point. That is wonderful teamwork coming out of Minnesota. You get that offensive win, now you just got to clutch up on defense, and you will be good to go for the 3-0. You got to imagine with the way the series is played out, that is almost an expectation at this point. Subliners trying to look for a little bit of life, but even off the opening break, I mean, they just have 0 openings on the map.
Oof, Hydra can't quite make it forward. Good kill out of Standy there. That's 5. Oh my god, that's 6. They puts it to bed. But that's full streaks, though. Or Standy. They doing a lot of work here to capture the B zone, doing it all alone right now. You see that mini-map, his teammates trying to come forward, but Priesta, just a nuisance, 3 HP. And you still have to deal with him, he's still alive. Decimate finally gets it done, good job. Now the play from top green, the defenders are there. Standy comes through from the wings. Beautiful work once again. Still has those streaks to play with, less than a minute on the clock. NYSL have got to get going. You need to see them get some captures, or slay RØKKR all the way back to their spawn. Let's see what they can do.
I mean, this is very much a moment where I don't even know what you can do, because you got to deal with Standy, who's the peace machine. And even though he gets dealt with, well, Subliners, you think for a moment maybe an opportunity to make some moves somewhere on the map, but they're just playing for kills at this point and able to get quite a few. Major MiDNiTE, the last one standing, the man trying to make the heroics inside of life, and he stays alive and get the kill. Decimate, we will see you later. Is Major MiDNiTE again roaming through L, finding these picks and just helping beat the dagger on the round. Good Lord, those shots look clean. You're stuck in your spawn, and you got Standy calling in the streak. Subliners, I mean, best of luck trying to get out of this one. Put in the blender. 20 seconds left to try to find control at either point, but the thorn in their side, pick a player. It is him, and currently Major Maniac, the one they need to get past.
Well, Mac does get it. Now to the B zone, 9.9 of the clock. You better capture this one, boys, otherwise it is over. Life count just in favor of NYSL for now. Hydra still putting up a good show at 23 and 18, but here comes that cruise missile. Should find a couple over by the A zone. Plays in middle. Ooh, just about dodged it. Hydra, he's on B alone, and he goes down. Still got a player there to make the contest. That's on A, though. That's not on the B zone. They've got to win this. Clay's going to do it alone. There's Standy. Attach making the play. He gets down as well. Now the clock ticks, and you have to get across towards the B zone. This could be a disaster. 3 seconds. Attach is trying to slay these players out. There's the contest. Hydra's got to stay alive. Hydra dies. Hydra dies, and it's over. RØKKR, they get it done. 3-1. They had to make the beeline across map. Once the streaks landed, it was over. They had to make the gut decision, and they couldn't quite make it work, and there you go. RØKKR take the series, and it is true commiserations to NYSL. They have been dealt a very, very heavy hand. And it's the first time they've run with Decimate, and all things considered, it could have been a hell of a lot worse. But for them, that is an incredibly frustrating series. But congratulations to RØKKR. They will move further into the winners bracket.
Certainly a heartbreaker of a situation for the Subliners camp. And on the flip side for Minnesota, it is very much the case where if you are given this sort of situation, an opportunity to take down one of the best teams when they are in a weak spot, you got to make sure you take full advantage of it, and they absolutely did. Ridiculous comeback they had in the first hard point. Nothing but outright dominance in the search and destroy, and frankly just taking care of business towards the tail end of the control. Not a fun spot for the Subliners in the slightest, but for Minnesota, the best way that they could have started off their tournament, getting that 3-0 win.
A magnificent confidence boost as well for them. I mean, you come into this, a lot of questions. Standy, how's he going to perform on LAN? You've seen him perform online, there's a lot of trust in his comms and his attitude, and he certainly came to play today. A wonderful debut here on the local area network. I don't know what the D stands for, but we'll find that out later. You tell me, Twitter, what does the D stand for in LAN? There we go. A nice start to the campaign here in the Major 4 for Minnesota RØKKR. Priester, what an incredible performance from him on that search and destroy, man. Really, that was a highlight reel and a half. A huge comeback in that first hardpoint too. That Garrison hardpoint, I thought it was over. I thought New York had that one, but a 100-point comeback, you name it, it all went their way. Commiserations again to NYSL, but RØKKR, baby, they have come out swinging. There's a look at the stats.
And honestly, looking back at it, it really can't be understated how important that first comeback was, right? If you give a map up to Subliners, especially when it was looking to be in dominant fashion, and start giving them confidence for the rest of the series, things potentially could have gotten out of hand, but Standy taking care of business, not just in the control, but frankly throughout the entire series. It was him and Attach, by the way, on that first Garrison hardpoint, making all sorts of plays top green, in and around the map, picking up the pieces. Getting that dirty work done and making sure they get that nice victory screen towards the end. How beautiful that stage looks, Miles.
Oh, a glorious stage, but only one team can truly win it, and oh dear, that's the final few moments of that matchup. A stinger, truly, for NYSL. That's the other side of it. Someone's got to win, and the losers, it hurts a lot. That was a painful one again. The last moments of that matchup, again, they'll
Shannon, let's freaking go, baby. 3-0. 3-0. Standy stood up and rose to the occasion on LAN. There was so much conversation about just rookies in the league. Maybe not singling out Standy, but definitely like talk. I mean, we were talking about too, like Standy's first main stage LAN appearance. And I mean, we'll see the stats come in of what his overall KD from the series was. But oh my God, let's freaking go, baby.
He came out and he fried. And I mean, yeah, this whole series was insane. Priesta showed up. Like, I mean, I don't want to say I called it.
You did. You for sure you said Priest is the X factor, which he was. He went off. He influenced those games. And you said, if we win the hard point, it'll be a 3-0. So I lost some points in my predictions for the rotation this week. That's okay. I missed out on those points, I should say. I still got some points for predicting the win. But let's look at this play of the game. This was crazy. So they like push all the way on the left side. They're on offense. They're trying their best. They're trying to do their thing. and they're pushing all the way through the left side so that they can try to, I guess it's like some kind, I don't know, I don't play COD enough, okay guys, so don't roast me, but like I'm sure they're trying to get some sort of spawn advantage, just really massive map control, and by the time they do that, they wrap back around and everyone just stacks the point, and it's just, it's over, dude. Like, it was over at that point. I mean, they still had a defensive round coming up, but geez, man. We're so hyped. I wonder, we should definitely like record our comms when we do the co-streams, because we're getting turned.
Dude, we release the comms. We should.
Release the comms. It was just me swearing all the time, being like, get shit on! Like, I'm obnoxious, bro. Oh, it feels good, though. It feels good to see the guys, like, back in their element, on land, smiling, winning, doing it. Priest is getting gas on socials. He is, dude. Priest is going nuts. I mean, we said it, yeah, if Priest goes off, like, he is that big X Factor, superstar on the team. I think the whole team played really well, though. It wasn't just him. A Standy went off, and I think, you know, Major Maniac had a really tough start in that map 1, and he just, you know, he said, okay, a little rough start, but he was able to turn it around. I don't know about you, I'll get way too tilted. If I started 3-13 or whatever, I'd be like, I better unplug my PS4. Or my PC at this point. I gotta go.
Yeah, something's up. Yeah, but he didn't even wait till the end of the round to turn things around. He was like, "Oh, all right, I'm here now."
He's like, "All right, okay, got warmed up. We're ready. Hey, let's take a look at this bracket. Are we able to full screen this and see where we stand? We now, with this win, will play FaZe tomorrow in winners round 2. I believe we will play at 6:30 p.m. Central Time, same time as tonight for our match. That's going to be a banger. That's one where, like, sell the pay-per-view tickets. The last match last weekend online was really close. And so, I mean, hey, anything could happen when you're on main stage. That's for sure true. Oh, I'm nervous, though. Now I'm more nervous for tomorrow's match.
Yeah. But again, like, seeing how we matched up with them online last weekend, I'm going into this confident.
I think so too. I am as well. Guys, we'll hang out here post-match a little bit, and then I believe CDL is going to be doing a post-game interview with one of our players, so we'll be staying tuned for that. We'll make sure to show you guys that as well. But overall, like, chat, would love to know your reaction. We saw a lot of 3-1s and 3-2 predictions in the chat, but I don't know if we saw any 3-0s. Maybe I missed it, but oh my god, dude. Yeah, Priest came out and just absolutely fried. You need to see that. You love to see it. Oh, the interview's happening now. They're going to do it quick. Toss us over, producer Brandon.
Victory spotlight. I mean, what a statement to open the major, and we saw Twitter absolutely gassing you up. How does it feel to be back on LAN?
Feels good. I mean, we've been playing from the same room in all the other matches, but just being in this atmosphere, playing against, like, across the other team, it's just different. So it's awesome, and I'm glad to be back.
Let's talk about Standy. You know, we've all been so excited to see what he can do at his LAN debut, and he even shared with me yesterday that he was feeling a little anxious, but I could tell he was just so hype as well. What do you have to say for, you know, how he did today?
Yeah, I mean, Eli's nasty. He's gross. Ever since he joined our team, we've all been gassing him up and just telling him to keep doing his thing and just stay confident. When he's confident and he's on, like, when he's firing on all cylinders, he's insane. So.
And that was an absolute pleasure to watch. Next up tomorrow, though, you're going to be facing FaZe. So what is kind of the main focus for you for that series?
Yeah, I mean, we just played them not too long ago. We had a really close series. So, I mean, it's just cleaning up the mistakes that we made last time. Just mainly our comms. Our comms is a huge problem, and when our comms are really good, we play really well. So that was the main thing, and just S&D. I mean, they're a great overall team, so we just got to come out and do our thing.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. We're all so excited to watch you guys again tomorrow. And back over to you guys at the desk. Thank you so much.
And there it is. The fist bumps are out. It's good to have everyone back in one place. And
Woo! I love to see that, dude. I mean, honestly, that LAN, I guess when you do an online, like, interview, there's so much tech set up, they get you the sound right, but if they're on LAN, you just walk up to the person with the microphone and it all gets handled. I love that. I love to see the interview with Priesta. He mentioned, you know, that LAN was awesome. Great to be back on the stage. He was asked about Standy, and he mentioned Standy's confidence and to just, you know, keep doing him. Like, I think it's really cool that with Standy coming onto the team, the guys all really, like, enable him and want him to, like, be himself, like, be you. And so he came on LAN and he was Standy. It was awesome. He was out Standing. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
He standed up.
He standed up tall on the main stage. It made sense. It made sense to me. I got it. And then, I mean, he also mentioned like FaZe looking ahead. You know, we did just play FaZe last weekend. We did lose 3-1, which doesn't seem very close, but man, those maps were absolute bangers. So close. And with, I mean, I know New York Subliners, they're down bad right now. They didn't have Asim on the lineup. But especially in that search, man, like, I don't know if Asim helps them win that search. RØKKR just looked good on that map. Like, goodness gracious, I don't even know. Like, I'm really excited. Now I have even more anxiety, though, Shannon, because we're literally playing the #1 team in the CDL tomorrow on LAN. And it's only Friday. That's crazy.
Doug Censor Martin is godlike and COD in the chat said FaZe versus FaZe tomorrow, which is kind of true, right? Like with the exception of Standy.
It's basically FaZe. You have last year 2 FaZe members in Major Maniac and Priesta, and then prior to that, like World War II-ish, I think was attached on FaZe. And so, yeah, it's FaZe versus FaZe tomorrow. Technically, old FaZe roster versus new FaZe roster. And then you got Standy, but hey, now they're RØKKR. It's going to be RØKKR versus FaZe tomorrow. Guys, we do play at 6:30 p.m. Central Time. Shannon and I will be back at that time again tomorrow for the co-stream. And hey, hopefully we'll be co-streaming all goddamn weekend. So it'll be a good freaking time, man. I'm so excited. Shannon will be back with me tomorrow. Shannon, thoughts on your first co-stream? Did you love it? Did you... Well, you didn't hate it. Hopefully. Oh my God, did you? No, you had fun, right? It was cool.
It was great. I loved it. I hope that y'all had a good time, and I'm stoked to be here all weekend.
Let's go. Yes, dude. I'm so excited. I can't wait. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Had a lot of our usual rotation viewers in the chat as well. So shout out to you guys. Producer Shannon on today, in for Icon, and you killed it. You did a great job, Shannon. Shout out to you. Yeah, yo, are you gonna wear that hoodie tomorrow? I feel like I have to wear the same thing tomorrow.
Yeah.
Is that weird?
Yeah. No, let's do it.
I don't want to wear this shirt again. Maybe I'll just wear that hoodie. I don't know. Is it weird if we match?
And I got the you can't see it, but I got the old school RØKKR hat on.
You have the special RØKKR. I actually don't even have that one, I'm not gonna lie. What the hell? And it matches your hair, it looks cool. It's badass.
I had to do the red on red.
My chest is tight, dude. I have anxiety about tomorrow's match already. I'm too freaked out, bro. I'm too scared.
Dude, it doesn't help that that last control round was like, the last, like, what, 20 seconds of it was a little bit like, okay.
Yeah. Okay. It was at like 7 seconds forever. And New York was getting solid objective time. And then, yeah, we were just able to wipe them how we should, right? Like, just win the gunfights. And then, I mean, yeah, you see like a frustrated Clayster, you know, on main stage after that. As for his passion and hype as he can get, he can also get super just like, it's got to be frustrating, right? When you've been playing for so long, you're so talented, and when things don't go your way or things don't get played correctly, it's tough. But all shouts out to the RØKKR doing it big today. I just said the RØKKR. Yo, I messed so hard on the casters. I'm like, it's not the RØKKR. It's RØKKR, and I just said it myself. I gotta do better. I'll be better. We'll be better tomorrow. I got you guys.
Okay. I won't find you this time.
Yes, next time though. This is my warning. Yo, my cat. Yeah. You got a cat? I'm petting my cat right now. You guys want to see him? Yes, Simba.
Cam.
Simba, what's up? Simba's big RØKKR fan. Big RØKKR guy.
I don't have a cat, but I do have a plant.
Let's go! Look at her! She's so pretty! What kind of plant is that? Coleus?
It is a Coleus!
Oh my god, let's go! I have one, but it doesn't look as cool as that. That's badass.
I have another red one too. These plants are so sweet.
Yo. I'll show you my Coleus tomorrow when it's sunny. It's outside. It's on a balcony. Okay, sorry. If we gotta kill
cats and plants.
Cats and plants, and if we gotta kill time tomorrow again like we did today, I'm sure we'll talk more about food, plant, whatever we want to talk about. It'll be awesome. But yes, guys, we'll be back tomorrow, 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on the RØKKR YouTube. Another co-stream coming at you. Me, Ashley, aka MiDNiTE, Shannon, aka Nesbeef. Let's go, baby! Make sure to follow us at RØKKR on the twits. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. And hopefully the day after that. And hopefully the day after that. All right.
all
jinx, knock on wood.
weekend.
The whole weekend, I hope. All right. Thank you, everyone, so much for watching. We'll catch you tomorrow. See you then.